Hey you, it's Jess here and it's so nice to see you. Today we're going to be doing my 6 month of monthlies in my OkPlans planner inserts. So I do have January through June to put in to the planner, and I'm using all PlannerFace kits. So these are all PlannerFace monthly kits, and I did pick up the months number 1, like large months, just on the map paper to lay it over to label them. I still don't have labels for the tabs. I need to do that eventually, because it can get a little confusing when I'm looking through the planner. But yeah, so I have every single month here. Let's do the first month together properly, just talking through it a bit, because I've never used a PlannerFace monthly kit before. But yeah, so, and then I might just film the rest of them, like fast forwarded, maybe a little voiceover or just music. I'll see how I go. I'm not entirely sure how I want to edit this, but we should at least talk through the first month, because that is always nice. And then we'll come together and see how it's finished. June is only just about to begin, so June will just have sort of a base done, whereas I can put some stuff in here and there for the previous months. I'm mostly just doing the monthlies because I like to have it like complete and full in my planner, especially if there are months included. So that's why we're doing that. But I'll show you the kits first, which I have New Year's Dream for January, of course. For February, I have Heartbreaker. For the monthly, January, February, March, I have Book Bus. For April, I have Spring Folk. And for May, I have Dreamy Blossom. And then for June, I have, for June, I have Strawberry Fields, because it's kind of strawberry season in Finland when it's June. So yeah, we're going to be doing all the monthlies. Let me just get these back into an order so I don't have too much mess, because I should take the inserts out. I do have my daily planner on the side here, just to see like what specifically I should be putting in, if anything. But we'll put this on here and zoom in and do some manual focus, so I won't go all blurry on you. I feel like I will do some whiteout here, just in the sort of the text here. Just so because it's a darker, more black font. Alright, so we have some boxes. I've never used the PlannerFace monthlies before, so I just have to get used to it, see what we're dealing with. So we have the sidebar here, and then we have the top bars. Then it looks like we put in the days of the week ourselves. I should probably get my tweezers and my pen out. So let's start by doing the big boxes. That'll be the easiest. Okay, so good. The strip is connected. And I'll just line it up here with the bottom corner. Alright. That fits. That fits in the OkPlans inserts. I guess I also don't know like what inserts these are 100% made for. I assume Tilly Plans and also Erin Condren. Because Tilly also makes planners. So let's put these sidebar in now too. Like how many extra boxes we get. We can really decorate this out if we want. I'll probably still stick to my usual style. Kind of want to like bump it really up to here. And then follow this line down. Alright, it covers all the lines and stuff on the side, the note lines. I like that. Although we do have like, we could put a sidebar in if we wanted, but we are back planning. So we do have these connected pieces, which I think I will, these are all single boxes, but I think I will fill in the days not in the month that are in one big group here with this connected lot. I'm just sort of like, I'm just sort of bunching up the sticker, like bumping it up against the previous sticker so they can kind of remain together like that. And that's the only ones that we need to do that with, so that's nice. So looking at these, we do want to put the days of the week, and I can't remember what this was now. This is a Sunday start, so we'll keep to that because obviously it's numbered that way. I mean, we could change the numbers, but it will change the boxes then. So, especially with 31 being here on the end of on the Saturday, so I don't think I want to mess with that. I don't really mind it in here. Everything else, I mean, like my daily planner is a Monday start, so that works out. It wasn't until I started this like Erin Condren inspired planning that I found out that some people consider Sunday the start of the week and put it on the start of the week on the calendar. I just never knew that was a thing. It's always been Monday in Australia, but alright, so we have those main parts down. Sure, we got a bunch of icons here which would be useful. Oh, I should put the this label in as well, so we know it's January. Just gonna place it kind of here. All right, nice. Let me have a look. Well, let's put in like it was New Year's Day right here on the first, because you know it was. What should we mark? Should we use a big sticker? Yeah, I don't think I'm putting anything else on this day, so I'll use a big sticker. And what should I use? We have like wine glasses. We have this fun drink that could be useful. I think I'm gonna put the wine glasses just like on the side here, and then put New Year's Day here. All right, I like the way that came out. Super simple. And then we also have these like sort of street ones. We have plenty of boxes to choose from. I was thinking about putting my bills in. So how do I want to put those in? Because I'd probably use these icons. So what have we got here? We've got a house, so that'll be good for rent. We have this little phone here, which would be good for my phone bill. What do I want to use for my insurance? Maybe just these cards. Those are my main bills. Although right now I cannot afford to help with rent, which is very sad. But I do what I can. But it's nice to mark in when rent is due. I'll use these because I have 3 bills and I have these 3 icon like labels here that are all the same. I will use those. So rent is usually around the 1st. My phone bill will be around Monday. And then my entrepreneur's insurance is Tuesday, the 20th. This is a mandatory insurance I have as a small business owner, and it pays into retirement, and it also pays into health care and stuff like that. So technically this also doesn't go on my taxes because I've kind of prepaid some taxes through this insurance. And I get sick pay and stuff if I apply for sick leave, so it makes sense. It's just very annoying. But it makes sense. It's good that I have money going into, like, you know, it's to protect a small business owner that they still have something like retirement stuff for them. So, let me write these in. Alright, those are my 3 bills. Just having a look at my thingy here. Now, the 5th was a public holiday. For a religious holiday. But I will put that in because it was a holiday. So it was Epiphany, which is a holiday here in Finland. Finland does have a state church, which is the Finnish Lutheran Church. So you get religious holidays off. Oh yeah, so it was very popular because you get New Year's Day off as well. So I'm pretty sure like everyone like Luck did, and lots of people working took Friday off because then they also got the Monday. So extra long weekend. A good start to the year. Let's use our bow to mark that. Epiphany. Having a look. Then the pit came back on the 8th. Let's just use... Are there TVs on here? This is more about actual bills, I guess. Like lots of cars and like bin days, I suppose. We don't have bin days because our most houses and buildings here just have like a designated like bin. We have a garbage room, so there's no like, and everything's already separated. So you have burnables, you have metal, you have plastic, you have glass, you have like green rubbish, you have cardboard. It's all separated, and you just throw it out whenever you want. So I'm not seeing anything. I don't think I see a TV. There's a movie popcorn, but not a TV. So I might just use one of these smaller labels, and maybe we'll just leave it blank and just put the pit, and then, you know, we know it's about a TV, sure. All right, looking good. I'm enjoying my handwriting today, that's nice. Oh, and then on the 15th, the Animal Crossing 3.0 update came out. So we could use this like paw print for that. Sorry, it's taken me a while because I've never looked at these icons before, so I want to make sure I'm not missing anything big here for that. So maybe we will use another one of these fancy labels for this. I'll use the, like this little paw print icon for it. Because that was a big thing that was in my daily planner that I put in. And then, yeah, the 19th through the 21st, the possible smoke detector things. I can't remember what day they came. Maybe the 21st. Maybe I'll just put it in on the 21st that there was like smoke detector maintenance. I checked out. Smoke detectors were working all right. I didn't write that correctly, but I don't care. But I think that's everything I actually have to put in on January. It's a very small amount. So let's start decorating it up with all of these boxes that we have. I kind of love this one with the sleeping fairy because, you know, it's New Year's Eve and I thought sleeping fairies would be cute. Although this New Year's Eve I did actually stay up past midnight. Unlike, I think, was it the year before? I don't think I did. I think I went to sleep at like 11. Although we did get woken up at midnight because people do fireworks here. In Australia, it's very hard to do fireworks, especially New Year's. It's only usually official fireworks because obviously it's summer in Australia, so there's usually it's usually under a fire warning. New Year's Eve fireworks, so not everyone can just have fireworks. And actually all through the year, like you have to have a permit for an event to have fireworks. I don't think I want to put any more full boxes in, but I don't think I have any deco in here as well either, did I? No. So I think that's how we're going to have our monthly spreads look. So that is January. I don't know, I think my partner's at the office and I don't know if they're just going to stay all day or if they're going to come back. We could do February together if you want and see how I feel. It might not be very terribly interesting to do all of them together. Let me take it out here. February, but let's do February as well together, and then I think I would just fast forward through the rest of them. Let me just flip to Feb. Feb is even more empty than January, so You know, not terribly important. I'll wipe those things out and we'll get the Heartbreaker kit over here. Get some extra boxes. Okay, so with the toolboxes on the sidebar, you actually get to choose your person. So that was really cool. Some of them were sold out when I went to buy these monthly kits, so the person editions can sell out, so you have to be like, I guess, settle for any person that's left in stock, but I liked all the choices I could have. So we'll put in the top bar here. Super duper easy, and then we'll put the sidebar in. It's just easier to do it upside down, it feels like. So that's what we'll do. There we go. Nice and straight, and covered all of that up. So we do have a bunch on the bottom that's not in the month. We technically won't have enough. We'll have to have an extra box here from this pattern, but that is alright. That is okay. We'll get to that when we get to it. But I will put these pattern boxes in. I could have done the first one straighter. This is a matte sticker, so yeah, it comes up pretty easily. Alright, we'll try and connect it this way. Alright. And we'll keep on going. I've done all of these crooked. Good job, Jess. Oh well. I've never been a complete and utter perfectionist in this kind of thing. I'm kind of just sticking stuff down and hoping for the best and having fun. But I understand some people like it needs to be straight, so I get that. But nothing in my life has ever been straight, so alright. I kind of feel like it'd be cute to have like the flower, the roses here, because I feel like it kind of feels right to me. So I like that. Alright. So what were the, okay, we should put the days on the top. Okay, remember it's Sunday first, and then Monday. Super cute. I do love the fonts that Anna uses. It's fun to be finally like using some PlannerFace kits, because you know I follow PlannerFace and I love watching her vlogs, and I've bought other things from her shop, but not really kits before. I'm just very stuck in my way of like the kits that I like to use and how I use them, and I feel like everyone's got that shop for them, I'm pretty sure. Like the main shop that just their kits work for them. But I'm really liking these monthly kits. Alright, so we had, oh yeah, this was the labels that I used for my bills. So we got rent. We have, I'll put 18th. Sometimes my phone bill changes. 18th and then the 20th for insurance, because insurance is always the 20th. And then we'll put the little house for rent. We will put the phone, my phone bill. I love this phone, it's so cute. And then the cards for insurance. Ugh. Come back here. Okay, I'll write these out now. Insurance, alright. So, yes, we have Valentine's Day to put in, of course. So, I guess with the same, during the holiday, I do kind of want to put using like this fancy label. For Valentine's Day, I could use the bow. I could use the wine again. I might use the wine cups again for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, super easy. On the 28th, I'm going to use one of these boxes, maybe the star one, But this is my father-in-law. Well, we're not married, but hey, we've been together for like 20 years. I'm going to say it's 20 years this August, which is kind of nuts. We got together in August 2006. So this year is 20 years. But so I'm going to say it's my father-in-law because that's what Peter is, you know. We're like de facto common law kind of married for being together for so long. So yeah, father-in-law's birthday on the 28th. My gosh, were they lucky. He was lucky to have his birthday on the 28th of Feb. I will say, I don't think it was a leap year the year he was born, but still, I always think that when I see it. Alright, Peter's birthday. I don't think I have much else going on this month. Feb is kind of empty. It's kind of just like, you know, we're just dealing with the snow. Feb. So I'm going to start putting in some of these full boxes to decorate because they're so pretty. Maybe I should put the lighter skin one just to have a bit more variety. As much as I love this one too, I don't discriminate with my fashion peeps. They are all beautiful. But just to break it up a little bit, have a bit more variety. Sometimes it's nice just to try and have every skin tone that I can included in my spreads. Which one do I want to? Maybe, I don't like to put like full boxes against like the edges, so I kind of just look for in the middle parts, and so I think that's all of the full boxes we're gonna have for this one. So I think we are done here because I don't think I need to use the date flags. Should we just continue on? Locke will tell me when they're coming home. They won't just surprise me. So we got plenty more time. We can hang out and we can get started on March, which I'm up to doing my March plan with me's now. So I do need to get started on those bases after this, but monthlies first because I know I asked about it like not that long ago if people wanted me to do the monthlies, and I did get a response that you did, so I want to get this video out for you. So we're doing March, and this is Book Bus, and I think this was a mystery kit that they had at PlannerFace. So cute. I did desperately try not to use only my art, and I went through some of the older kits, and some stuff was sold out, so I had to choose like the Heartbreaker art. Like I had to choose. I still love it, but I did want to try and branch out with a bit more, and I was excited to see some more of PlannerFace's exclusive art. So she does do mystery kits, and they're very, very beautiful. She has great artists working on her mystery stuff. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to having this one in here. Book Bus, super pretty. Honestly, drawing all those books would be a total nightmare for me. I am really not. I will say when a scene is like super detailed with a ton of like proper geometric shapes like books and stuff, I kind of struggle. I'm much better with scenes that are like really natural and I don't know. It's like drawing shops and stuff like that with all the products and things gets very overwhelming for my brain. So I do prefer a natural environment, but I will say those kind of scenes are very popular, so I work hard on them. I work hard and I get them done to the best of my abilities. Okay, so we'll put the days at the top. I didn't quite get this down straight, but I think that looks fine. You can't really tell. Wednesday. But yeah, so I'm always in awe of other artists and their beautiful scenes. There's so much detail. So much like strong and confident lines. I always feel like, oh, they're doing so well. I love it. So we do have some down here, And yeah, so I'm gonna start and go all the way across. No, okay, we have 3 here, we have 2 there. So I'm gonna use 3 from the top line here so they all connect, and then the 2 bottom boxes to go there, because those don't have to connect. Granted, I haven't done it the best way, but alright. And then we'll do these 2. It is nice just to block out what isn't in the month. Nice to see, you know, the difference. So we should put March on the top. March. We'll just cover up these people on the bog. Okay, so we're gonna do our usual 3 bills. So we have rent, we have phone, and we have insurance. We have the icons, do the same ones. House, phone, and then the cards. Well, the colors are working out for these labels as well. They're not all like super matching, which is nice. I didn't actually turn my thing to March. Alright, so the first big thing here is on the 10th. We have One Piece came out. The TV show, so I guess I'm going to use the skinny label for that because we don't have like a TV show you know, icon. So we'll put that for One Piece season 2. And then on the 15th it was Heidi's birthday, my little baby. So what did I wait, let me have a look at what I used for Peter's birthday. Cause I don't remember. I used a patterned box. Here we go. I think I'm going to use this one with the pretty plaid. So the 15th is Heidi's birthday. And she was born in 2015, so she was 11 this day. My little baby. My little baby. Also, was this the birthday where we took her to, let me have a look at my planner, where we took her to the vet? Maybe it was the year before. She still somehow unluckily goes to the vet on her birthday sometimes. No, it was the year before when she turned 10. Wait, I'm looking at Feb. I need to look at March. My gosh. What am I doing? Yeah, we didn't go to the vet. It was on her 10th birthday we went to the vet and we found out about her arthritis. So we did not take her to the vet this birthday. Plus, it was like snowy, and we have to like walk her down to the vet. They're like a 15-minute walk down the road. The vet here, so that's okay. So the 29th. Oh, I'm tired, especially the body. On the 29th, it was daylight savings here in Finland. So I'm just going to use another of these kind of boxes, and we have a clock that we can use. I saw a clock. My brain has instantly shut down. Maybe I didn't see a clock. I was so confident. I'm like, we have a clock. Maybe I'm thinking of the phone. The phone is kind of clock-like. We also have like a normal phone, but it could be a tablet. There is not a clock. What could we use to mark then? Maybe just the bow again. Maybe just use a bow to mark daylight savings. Which I always struggle with daylight savings until, again, the planner community where I learned about spring forward and fall back. I think that we never had that saying because we say autumn and not fall. But it has helped me understand what daylight savings time it is. But this was daylight savings time for us. Spring forward. Is that what we're putting in on March? It's kind of all that there is. You know, I just don't have a lot to put into my monthlies these days. So I don't need this page. We do have some beautiful full boxes. We should put the rabbit in because Anna has beautiful rabbits. So she likes to put rabbits in her sets, and I love that. It's like me putting my cats in. I kind of want these like delicious takeaway drinks and cakes. And maybe on the 11th here I'll put another book, but with the flowers. That's pretty. And then we could probably put this stack here on the 19th. I think that's all I'm going to get for my full boxes. So that is March all done. Should I just go through? Let's continue. Let's just keep going. Even if I'm starting to fall asleep here. I think it's because yesterday, Heidi, my cat, woke me up at 5 a.m. And I just haven't recovered. And today I woke up at just about 6 a.m. So yeah, I'm a morning person now, I guess. Although not the morning person. I'm just up in the morning. Suffering. It's a very big change for me because like my whole life I'd be like 11 a.m., 12 p.m. best time to wake up. That's because I had intense sleep issues and I could never fall asleep until some 2 or 6 a.m. are usually my wake up times previously. So we're using a spring fog for April because it was Easter. And I didn't get to use, I'm using this kit in March because April is too busy for me to use it. I had other things to use, so it'd be nice to see this on the actual time. Granted, it's both Easter and also just a lovely spring art. I'm so very, very proud of this art. I'm so happy to use it. But let me just plop her in here without messing up too much. Look at me messing up constantly. Come on, Jess, we've only been planning for like 30 minutes. And I'm already running out of juice. Okay. I'm going to put the base in and I'll be right back because we probably don't need this video to be a bajillion hours long. So I'll be right back once I put all these in. Okay, I think that's all the boxes. Yeah. So all of that is done. We just need to put in the month. Put that here. April. Alrighty. And okay, so I do have a switch. So I do have a little bit more on this day because there's a bunch of holidays. Okay, so what did I do for holidays previously? Oh my gosh, I can't remember what I've been using. I have no memory of this place. Okay, we're just using these like glitter ones. And we do have our, we'll put the bills in first. So you have rent. We have this moved around, so we'll put phone on, because obviously bills aren't due on a weekend. And then Monday. Alright. And I'll put these in quickly. So we have the little house. We have the little phone. We have the little cards. Now fill those in. A child is crying outside. Oh dear. Anyway, I have the window open because it's nice out. So Friday was Good Friday. There is a day that we get off. And then of course Sunday was Easter. And then we also got Easter Monday as a holiday. But there's also Locke's birthday. And we're going to use a patterned one for that. We'll use this blue geese for Locke's birthday. So every now and then their birthday lines with Easter. So that's just the way it goes. Let's use the little yellow present for Locke's birthday. And for the Easter, we'll use the, I'm going to use the bows for the Friday and Monday. And then for Easter Sunday, I am just gonna use, just put the food plate, I don't know, Easter's food. There we go. All those are marked out. Anything else? I feel like the rest of my daily plan is just like a mess. I think that's the main thing that I'm gonna put in here. Yes. So we are gonna put some of these boxes in. We're gonna put the geese in because they're adorbs. Adorable geese. And then I like to put in the books. I'm a book girl, what can I say? I'm a book girl. Let's put the chicken cake in. We can kind of fit a bit more in because we've got, oh, and the quiche with the carrots. Yum, yum, yum. We have a bit more space without the other boxes here, so I'm going to put in this one, the kettle, and then we'll put the, oh, this is the last full box, and we'll put it here. So I think that's everything for April to use. So I'm very happy about that. I think this looks so pretty. So let's move on to April, May. I know what the months are. Leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. May. I'm going to put this base down and be right back with you. Alright everyone, I've done the base. I'm just loving how this coming out. I feel like May is just to me. I think it's because the Erin Condren original colors are like pink and mint. And so it always just has a like girly, soft feeling for me, May. So I'm loving this kit for May. So I'm going to put rent on the 1st because the 2nd is a Saturday. And then we'll put you here. The phone, and here put in shirts, and we'll do our usual for that. And obviously this is like pink and mint, so I'm always just feeling back to those colors. I don't know, I feel like they got a lot of the colors right for me. Although my favorite from the OG Erin Condren was April with the purple and teal. I loved it. I loved it. Alright, so we're currently in May. It is May 29th that I'm filming this, so it's almost over. So, the first was Vapu, which is both Labor Day and also like May Day. It's kind of both here in Finland. I'm going to put like the fun drink on that. And it's also a big day for people who were students and stuff, which is most people. They have a very big tradition for Vapu of a big party in the Helsinki Market Square. And you always see people, like everyone gets balloons and everyone eats donuts, usually sugar with cardamom donuts, and also a tippaleipä, which we made tippaleipä here like fresh at home, and tippaleipä is literally a funnel cake. So but it was yum. Oh my god. I've only had one funnel cake previously, which was at the Santa Monica Pier in LA when I went with some friends in 2019. And it was really yummy then. And then we homemade our own tippaleipä or funnel cake this Vapu, and they were delicious. The past few years we've made homemade donuts. and you've done the yeast to dough and everything, it's a lot more involved. Whereas Tipalip, obviously, it's so much easier, and it was delicious. But it is a very big celebration, and nicely this year it was sunny on Vapu. It rained the last year. So, okay, we did have a TV show start on the 7th, which was the new season of the anthology series, The Terror, this one is called The Devil in Silver. It's okay so far. I love Dan Stevens. He's the star of it, but it really, really weighed on my sense of injustice because what happens to him so far, it happens in real life all the time. He is put into a mental institution against his will for no reason by cops. But anyway, that made me very mad. But I'm just like, let him go. Oh my gosh. Anyway. But obviously there's a lot more dark, insidious, supernatural stuff happening. So they're not going to let him go, are they? Anyway. So it was a bit of a struggle with that. But anyway. And then another actor in it. So it's Dan Stevens, and then one of the other actors is this guy from Silo, which I really like. So I don't know. I haven't watched all of it yet, but we've been keeping up with it a little bit. And then on the 14th, it was Ascension Day, which is another holiday here. It always reminds me of my PhD because one of my, if you didn't know about my history PhD, my thesis was on 17th century English nuns, a specific convent of Carmelites in Antwerp during the 17th century, and one of my main nuns, she was the first and main prioress of the convent. She's Anne of the Ascension, so... And I love her, so I love me some historical nuns, okay? They have a very different life. I won't get into current stuff. I just like historical things. But yeah, my big main nun that I wrote about was Anne of the Ascension because she was a prioress. So important things were happening and she was making a lot of decisions and whatnot. But so it makes me think of her. But that's all I've got to put in on May. So not much else to put in here, I don't think. No. So let's put in some boxers. We're gonna put in this big fat-headed kitten because it's got a big fat head. Don't you love these kittens that just have giant noggins? They make me so happy. I'm just a cat girl through and through, and that is why I am kittenish Jess. Or rather, well, if you want to know why I'm kittenish girl, it came out that I was doing this job application as a teen for this jewelry chain that we have here and that we had in Australia. It's gone now. What's it called? Diva or whatever. You might know it's Australian, the main cheap jewelry chain. That's all the full boxes I got. And we had to explain, describe ourselves in 10 words. And I was like, I give up. I wasn't sure what words to use. I ran out of words quickly. And so I was thesaurusing it up. And kittenish is another word for playful. I was like, oh, I love kittenish because it's a kittenish, kitten, because it's a cat. And I love it because I'm a cat girl. So that is how I ended up as kittenish girl for a long time. I'm going to start on June here. And then the girl part actually comes from an ancient live journal username that I had, which was Poster Girl. And Poster Girl came from a Backstreet Boys album. Which I am sadly not into Backstreet Boys anymore. I had to take an ethical stand, a moral stand. I don't care if you listen to them or not. It's just for me, I just couldn't listen to them anymore for reasons that are all over the internet. But I do miss Backstreet Boys. They were my number ones. It just didn't feel right to listen to them anymore, sadly. They were now to the point where I painted a mural of the Backstreet Boys on my bedroom wall once when we inherited my granddad's house in my bedroom. And my very autistic, she's not a cousin, she's like, you know, one of my mom's like long-term friends, and I had grown up with her kids. So there was kind of like a cousin, but unrelated cousin. But she was very arty, so she helped me draw them because I was a child trying to draw grown men on my wall. I think I only got 3 of them done. I did Nick, Brian, and AJ, I think. Or was it... Brian might have been swapped out for Kevin or Howie, but yeah. I do remember, like, my cousin and I just trying to get AJ's tattoos correct for ages. So funny. But anyway, yeah. But I don't listen to them anymore, sadly. But that's how Kittenish Girl came around, because of Poster Girl and whatnot. Anywho. I just kept it all this time. But my original online name was Tabarilla, like the tabby cat, Tabarilla. And that came out because I was, sorry, just letting a truck drive by through the underneath. Oh, I need to still put the days of the week on the top. But Tabarilla from Tabby is because I used to, my first main internet space as a kid was Pets with a Z. Cats 2, I think I started with. And then we had Pets, Cats and Dogs 3, and then Cats and Dogs 4, which was Pets with a Z. I'll try and put a screenshot up of the game on the screen, so you might recognize it. But there was a whole online community where we had websites, and you could like show your cats and dogs, so take photos of them in a show pose in the game, and then, you know, you judge them. And then we also adopted pets out, so we would email files of pets to each other. It was so fun, and I loved it. So I was Tabarilla in that space, and then I went into dolls with a Z, pixel dolls. But these were the ones where you actually like draw it yourself. We had like bases, and then in Photoshop I would use pixel brush and like draw each pixel to make the dolls. That was super fun. I'm pretty sure I was Tabarilla throughout that as well. I was Tabarilla for a long time. And a lot of people thought my name was Tabitha because of it. But no. It was because of Tabby Cat, because of pets. An ancient time. Tuesday, so rent, we have phone. And then on top of that, my dad was super computery, so I was making my own websites and had my own domains and stuff. I think my very first computer domain was cherrypear.net. And I know I have kittenishgirl.net, and like net is just, why do you have net? But I don't know, I find net is just my favorite. I just love .net more than .com. Always have, but cherrypear.net was my first domain. I've had a few ones. My other favorite domain that I owned was elrondowesmemoney.org, as in the Lord of the Rings, elrondowesmemoney.org. It was an in-joke with a friend about Elrond owing me 50 cents. And it had to be an organization, obviously. But anyway. Man, I was one of those kids in the 90s and 2000s that spent all my time on the computer, games, and the internet. Insurance. So June's about to start, so I don't have like, I can't do any past info, but I guess I have to use a small one for this. But the Vampire Lestat starts on the 7th, and I'm so excited. It is the 3rd season of Interview with the Vampire, but so the first 2 seasons of Interview with the Vampire, the first book, Interview with the Vampire, but this 3rd season is on the next book, The Vampire Lestat, so they are renaming the show The Vampire Lestat, but it is like a continuation. And I highly recommend them. I think they're so good. It hasn't left my mind. Vampire Lestat, I just always thinking about it, honestly. I just love it so much. Anywho, so Friday the 19th is Midsummer Eve. Midsummer is huge here, or Johannes is the name of the holiday. Midsummer the 20th. Probably the biggest holiday of the year is Midsummer. Very, very important. Longest days of the year, and everyone gets it off and everyone gets to rest and relax. And actually most of the cities kind of empty out because everyone goes to their summer cottages and goes swimming in sauna and whatnot. Of course, we don't have a summer cottage. We haven't considered renting one yet. We can't really go to a summer cottage at the moment because of Heidi's health, but one day we will. But this is the big holiday of Midsummer, or Johannes. I'm just gonna write Midsummer here. I know I wrote Vapu, but Midsummer is just easier for me in my brain right now. Midsummer. Is that everything? All right. We got birthdays down here. I'll put in a birthday for my brother-in-law, Locke's brother, Matt. But Matt lives in Australia, so as does the rest of our family. Matt's birthday. And then I think that's it. Yes, so let's decorate it up. There's some really cute boxes in here. I would definitely want to do this pie, strawberry pie. We have these beautiful books that are in the grass. This jam. I'm going to eat the heck out of some strawberries and also watermelon. Yum, yum, yum. Watermelon is my favorite fruit of all time, and I'm looking forward to having some watermelon this season. We have, I can't remember how to say it, Tajin. Let me know. The Mexican, like chili seasoning, and we have a bunch of that for making this corn salad that we've been making. And I can't wait to try it on watermelon because I've heard it's very, like, that's how a lot of people only have it. But I think that's it for June. I know, very sparse, but it's relaxing summer month, the beginning of summer, which is very exciting. All right, so we finish up the monthlies in this 6-month planner that I have here, which I'm very excited about. I just need to get the labels, but we're almost there. So we have like my front cover, and then I have all of these covers on here as well that I just made use of. I had leftovers of this set, so I just used leftovers of a Scribble Prints Go junk journal and reading journal put together. So it's been really fun to decorate it. So we have January, we have February, we have March. Love that one. Love to use some of her exclusive art. We have April. This came out so cute. We have May. So soft and pretty. And then we have June, the start of summer, which is about to happen. But I hope you enjoyed spending time with me and doing these monthlies. I have to start collecting for the next half of the year, July through December. I'm going to have a look at what she already has on the shop, but I might wait for the new releases to see what else is coming out. But overall, I'm very, very happy with these PlannerFace monthlies. They look super cute. I suppose the only thing I have missing is deco. I don't know if she sells deco for these kits separately, but that's all that's really missing from how I usually do these. But I think overall it still looks really good. So I'm happy with it. I did want the whole planner to be full, you know, so you can be like, ooh, ee, you know. I didn't really want them to be blank, so I'm really happy with how that came out. And I've got all I need for these for the next half of the year, but I need to obviously continue collecting my monthlies for the second half. But let me know if you enjoyed this by giving it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and you want to see more planner and journaling things. I've got still so much to do, so many videos coming out, and I'm so excited. We're starting March Plan With Me's next week, so we'll be getting through those and then doing some more journaling and getting into beginning of April. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. Because as you can see here, February's all done, but we got to work on March next. So yeah, I hope you stick around for that. But otherwise, let me know down below in a comment that you enjoyed this. Maybe just leave some heart emojis for the months, hearts and flowers and suns, because we're coming into summer and sunshine, or strawberry. Hearts, suns, flowers, and strawberries, whatever you like in the emojis below that you enjoy. But otherwise, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I love you. Bye-bye.